Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloaded. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go.
Welcome to another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Shots Monday Night Bartender, where tonight I will be slinging drinks and answering questions. Guys, if you got a question, any and all questions, man, try to stump the bartender. If not, send me some drink recipes, because otherwise, I promise you tonight, we're going to be doing, I need something as refreshing as possible. It is ungodly hot today. It is muggy. I don't know how to say it. I mean, I just could not break away from the AC. I just could not bring. I mean, I think Kaylin stepped outside for like one moment just to let her know, because she was wanting to go to the park. I'm just like, sweetie, you have no idea how hot it is out there. It's just stifling. And I say how old school I am, and yet back in the day, it didn't matter how hot it was. You went outside. You know, if you got thirsty, you ran back to the house, you put down, thing of water, iced tea, whatever your mom had in there, and you were right back at it. So I don't know. I know the older I get, I'm just not. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not about it anymore. The heat, I'm just not. Put the salt water and the sand underneath my feet. Hey, you can give me 200-degree weather. I'll be perfectly happy. What up, yo? Parome's in the house. For a second, I thought that was Michael Jackson in the background. Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, we've started changing stuff up a little bit. I know this much over tonight. I guess the good news is, let's get it out of the way now. It is official. We were talking last night about second chances, and the establishment right behind my house has chosen to give me a chance. So I mean, I got a job, guys. I can finally close out the unemployment shit. I can, I'm not walking on eggshells anymore. And yeah, Monday through Friday again. Day shift. Slinging tires. Light fires. You know what? I can say that on here. If you guys didn't get to join us last night, well, I tell you what, once GQ finds out there was something that we discovered last night on TikTok, that's a whole new world. That was fun. And I've gotten phone calls about it. Well, 8 phone calls. but a lot of people did see it. What was where were we at by the time we ended? We had to. I mean, time flew. We were having so much fun. I didn't even realize until you gave me the signal that we blocked 2 hours, and it's almost midnight. So if I'm not mistaken, I think somebody was telling me the final number, the biggest number you saw, we had 1,000 viewers. Now, does that mean they were all standing? No, they didn't stick around. Oh, what's going on there, boy?
Can't say that.
Blame Canada, blame Canada. So I had a little bit of fun with Arliss. What's going on, brother?
Jerome says 239.
239. What did he come up with? Where did Mike come up with 1,000? I know they were still on there. I can't remember how many we had. I mean, we had at least 7 or 8 people chatting in the messages. Then we had our boys here in the messages. So last time it was kind of like a learning curve that worked out for the best. And then today I was actually checking out another comedian on TikTok. I got on her live. If you guys haven't checked out Lucy Darling, she's hilarious. And I get on there, and as the messages are scrolling through, I happen to recognize the name. Why didn't you screenshot all those little fun anecdotes? Me and Dan were throwing jabs at each other left and right. I was like, I followed her first. He's like, yeah, well, she's a fellow Canadian. I'm like, well, it's just on another show, one for short. She said, Canada, it's cold and boring. So he turned around and goes, yep, that's Saskatchewan for you. It was a good time.
Jerome says that was the consistent number on the live.
So either way, that was fun. And, the way I do that show, I need to just go ahead and mix the two, honestly. So when we have special guests on, that's a whole other mix. But I don't know. I think we need to kind of combine, what works on each show to each show. Kitty Cat's jamming the 90s R&B again. Don't you really like the chats in the corner? So at the end of the day, guys, yeah, it was a wild night. It really was. And then I stuck around even longer, so I actually had to come out to the garage. It was probably about 3 or 3:30. And she came barreling through the door. I had the door open. She came barreling through. Because I was kind of putting through stuff. And she had to look up and she's like, I'm going to have to do something bad, did you? Martin, I will be on 94.7 or ESPN Radio or ESPN.com. I will definitely be checking it out. If I'm not at work, as I said, guess what? I actually had to chase them down, but yeah, they offered me the position. They asked me when I wanted to start. I said, well, I can start this week if you really want me to, but we can start next Monday, and you start from the beginning of the week and go with it. He said, oh, you can start this week, I'll start tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, why not? We'll see how it goes. I'll show them the little trick to learn. He figured it out, guys. We were thinking about getting a special camera, and as she played around, a lot of people are always saying, you need a camera where you can actually see the drinks and the labels and everything. Just got something you can do. And if you can't read that label, I don't know. So yeah, we've been having all sorts of little fun, little anecdotes. I keep saying anecdotes. That's the word of the day. Anecdotes. It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Every time you say the word, you go ah. What's it say? I took some notes and what to do that may help. Dude, I always like pointers. Dude. I go to my friends and we'll see what works, what doesn't work. appreciate all the help, and I don't know why you're making it sharp and messing with it, What? Arliss, do you ever have to yell at your manager slash producer slash camera person like, whoa, what are you doing? You done? You had all the time in the world to do this before we started. Oh. She had it looking real campy. It reminded me of a Grindhouse Driving movie. It was real, dark and distorted with the colors. But anyway, I'm actually kind of surprised that Mike's not coming on right now. He just called me a little while ago. I guess we're going to sit down and do the whole what's going to happen with the wedding sort of thing. I like it. I'll be honest. I both like it and dislike it. If I can figure out how to work certain aspects of my program, then maybe I can figure out the cue list and everything. Have songs that just go back, and then I can get out there and kind of mingle with everybody because there's been a lot of weddings. I wish I'd actually been able to get out there, enjoy it instead of sitting behind the table and, I'm getting paid. But sometimes some of it's so much fun. And the thing is how I'm going to know everybody at this wedding. Almost. And I could use wait. Oh, I'm out. Yes. And then I ran out of time. I actually just ran to the store a little while ago. I was thinking about getting, a mid shelf and then getting the cheap bottom shelf just for mixes. And the way I see it, though, I mean, I've always said, like my buddy Kurt, he's one of those ones. He can go out, he wants to find the cheapest rock that pot he can find. He says, it all tastes the same. We mix it. That's not true. So I mean, I don't know. Just kind of maybe I'll put it for the test.
Hey, Jerome, I'm pretty sure your bar's stocked with tequila. You could bring some down and have a shot with him.
I will say this though. Gotta take it easy on both. The last thing I need to do is go in there tomorrow, sweating and reeking of booze. Working with automobiles. I could see myself getting over a hangover real quick in there. When you're out in the garage, I feel for those guys right now. Especially in this weather. Even with that door open, there's no way to stay cool out there when we're be lined up. They're hiring me now because the tent sale could go kick in. And they're going to need all hands on deck. What do you say? I don't know, that's one thing. Artists, if you're still on there, man, you like drink. I've never seen that man drink tequila. Anything other than whiskey or bourbon.
Speaking of Arliss, I saw a shirt today that reminded me of him. Some gentleman walked in, used the restroom. I'm sitting outside monitoring a situation going on. And when he came back out, it caught my attention. I'm going, oh my gosh, I love that shirt. I love your shirt. Love your shirt. And he said, well, thank you.
What did it say? Ash to ashes and dust to dust? I mean,
Life's too short.
And so are you.
To enjoy cheap bourbon.
Yes, cheers to that. So at the end of the day, I told Jerome last night if he wants to, since he's got stocks and stuff, and he'll figure out. I'll make it worth a while, and we can negotiate. But I know it is so warm. I've been sitting back trying to figure out.
We come down a degree.
Amazing what happens to get a little bit. I will say, once it cooled, the sun went down, it cooled off last night. I mean, it did It finally leveled out. But trying to decide what to make a drink of. I needed something refreshing. You know, one of the things I'm going back to, obviously I can't do the tequila sunrise, girl. It's weird. I know. But I really did like that so I made that one. And even though this can come back and hit me, you know, if I can keep it in moderation, I don't think it'll hurt. I said in moderation. Now, don't give me that little, Mom. Lady. He looks like he's about to die over there. Is it warm? That's what you were saying. 5-1. The old slimy pebble. My alma mater, Slippery Rock High School. But it wasn't the high school, was it? Did you leave the high school time? Which I got to go and do his orientation today. It was supposed to be the night before. He was on my. He came there and just started joking for a little long, and he noticed that the yard's a little shorter now, so he got out there and it took him 2 tries. He got the front yard, came in, was tripping back, pulled off for a little while, went back out to the backyard, came in, was worse than it was when he was out, you know. Tomorrow night. Steve, come get this drink for Bill.
I'm mixing from home.
Oh, it's home. You know what? That's a whole new ball game right there when you think about it. DoorDash or alcohol. What would you call that? I mean, DoorDash already is DD. I don't know. Alcohol and ass. I mean, I know that's the name of the song, but yeah, that'd be amazing. Just, you know, so you don't have to drive, just have that one particular person drive back and forth. It could almost be good. It wouldn't make sense to do it, but it might be. You know what I mean? Might be a little fun. Instead of doing that, do we have? I don't think I have any more. I think I'm out of cranberry juice. It's just, as I'm sitting here thinking like refreshing drinks, like you're mixing up and making. I'm gonna, you know, going back to that. You know, what can I do that would be, you know,
Getting ready to pour.
getting ready to pour. You know what, as hard as it is, I hate to say it, bring the fucking rain back. Oh my god. Just, I mean, alternate days, you know.
Just make it just 10 times more muggy.
Oh, what's really fun is, I mean, you know, I've talked about it a lot. Guess it starts Wednesday.
Rain.
Yes, he swears up and down his head young. No. Last I will please. Go ahead. Like usually when opening up for giving us a cat is on stage. TV3 is playing the grand stage of Butler Fair. Which, I mean, I kind of like what he said, you know. Oh, yeah, this weekend was supposed to thunderstorms, they were calling. Bear in mind, I'm looking for his. I don't know. It's just. It does, you know this as well as anybody. There's not enough time in the day. I swear. There's so much stuff you want to do. I mean, this month, I'm still trying to determine whether or not I want to go to eBay Friday night. I mean, if it ends up pouring down the rain, why not? But not, they're not having to do the couch, and then they go out and tear it off. If I'm not mistaken, Saturdays, I want to go anyway, so that's supposed to be the Derby day. Like I said, ours, did he even answer that? Did he drink tequila at all? Is him and Dan still on there? I don't know. Like I said, I think tonight's going to be that.
We're just talking to ourselves.
For the most part, not your own shipping on. Bobby's not on. Who knows? Somebody else might be working, so we might not pick that one. I will applaud him though. He did finally take everybody's advice, but on real shit up. And I'm gonna call it what it was. I mean, is that all we're gonna do? Just talking the messages? Well, right now, yeah. Until we figure it out, and then we get out. Dude, don't be a spoiled fucking brat. Okay, not everybody,
Me, not still here. I'm just an automated answering machine.
So I haven't heard from you in a second.
It's multitasking.
You're doing a lot from his too.
Yeah.
What? I tell you, you were supposed to message me, call me, or something about
He was live earlier.
stream. I saw that, but like I said, I was running in on the mapping this today, so I didn't get on anybody's lives. I got on one, and it was for all of what? 3 minutes at best. What's cool about getting on Dance Live though, as soon as I click on,
Yeah, upstairs to get a sandwich.
gotcha. Like you want to do, I want to taste a Canadian sandwich. What's in there? Moose and I don't know, Eskimo blubber. I'm gonna pick it on. Oh, you know what? Because I've always wanted to go to Canada, so I'm not going to chase it off. I don't even know what I was talking about now. I was somewhere. What was I saying? Oh, so when you get on Dance Live, it's just like an automatic thing. As soon as I click on it, boom, I get the invite to join. So I've actually joined the cool group there. And I tell you what, if you really want to laugh, I think there's 3 of us that are Dan has to stay on his toes. It's hard enough with one, but when there's 3 of us on there, he's that guy that he's talking about that. If he could do it,
No moose today, just pepperoni, chicken, cheese, mustard, and mayo.
oh, game on. Okay, so there's the Canadian for you. Do you put mayonnaise on your fries? I mean, why is it up in Canada? They put mayonnaise on everything. When Steve, one night we were talking about the weird things we eat, and I only tried it one time, and it wasn't bad. But I did put mayonnaise on my hot dog. Just to see.
It's amazing. No. You go to see, it's a pretzel bun,
Right?
ketchup, mayo, and onion.
Can't see what's wrong with it, honestly.
It's so good.
Bear in mind, this is the same guy that was putting mayonnaise on his meatball sub.
Mayo on fries. You drunk already there, Bill?
Oh, I'm working on it.
Hey, now don't diss that. I do mayo. I mix it with my ketchup.
I need something.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold off on beer for a second. Cool.
Okay. Just because you're at the bar and you're the bartender tonight does not mean you have to drink.
Oh, I know.
Because technically, bartenders aren't supposed to drink on shift anyways.
That's why I like my own bar. I can make my own rules. Where's ATC at when you need it, right? Or we will keep it real. You know one thing I do want to try? You weren't in here when my brother was, I came up for a few drinks one night. And he goes, geez, what type of bar is it? No frosted glasses? No, I'm like, you don't even do that in your own house. You talk shit. So, in honor of him in most bars, we're going to Nutty. And hopefully it doesn't crack when it comes out here in the U.S. We're going to cross a mug and see if we can keep our drinks a little bit cooler. And yes, I know it's the same glass I just had beer in, but pretty much where I put in it. I just need some flushing. So, I mean, if you guys got anything in mind, before I get to this, I might want to go ahead and put this stuff back in the fridge for a while. Just to kind of keep it cool. I had every intention of making something. I'm just, as much as I love drinking, it's going to be a tough enough night. I'm telling you, it did not take off that beer to warm up. But I would like, you know what, better yet. This one's getting frosted. Oh. Well, but anyways, back to what I was saying. Dan, when I wanted about myself, he's constantly having to hit me up. He's like, oh, no, can't say the B word, can't say the C word, can't do this, can't do that, can't say that. When Arliss is on there, now he's going to watch both of us. And I tell you what, if you want to hit the trifecta, all right, children, calm down. If you want to hit the trifecta, we said this a million times. You need to be a part of it. He's the
Instigator?
He's not even the instigator. He's the true wild card out of the group. Fun guy, nice guy, super cool. Honestly, the way I'm surprised I'm able to keep. How did I do last night, Dan? What were your thoughts? I'm pretty sure I kept. I don't know. I think I transitioned pretty well from one to the other.
I don't know. I was looking over that list today.
There's a lot.
The ninja comes on and all hell breaks loose.
He's not half bad, though. I mean, honestly, out of all three of us, Dan, who's the worst? I know there's times where I intentionally kind of, like the one now, I'm like, well, I said this, I might as well say this. And went, oh. I went, I don't know, guys. So I hit the trifecta, and I was like, I'll kill it then. He's like, well, there it is. So, here's a good one. So when I beat game the other night, I got a notification. I looked down, obviously, Dan was live. Didn't even think about it. So I'm in the messages, and I thought, you know what? He keeps asking me to join on. Why not? So I get on there, and I'll play it over. Obviously, I got music in the background. I played the song, and it never even dawned on me. I never even thought about it. I was going with the flow of the ball. And after the first, 10, 15 seconds, I just went, Ben, I got it. I'm going to have to meet him for this one. It was Vito Walker Jr.'s Fuck This Song. And then I was trying to say how much he liked the song and how much fun it was, but, that would have been one of those ones that TikTok would have into overdrive. Could have been worse. I could have played Drop 'Em Out, which is one of my favorites to play. Cool. What did you just do?
Relax.
No! Quit playing!
I was just trying to do that.
After I sit down and relax, I'm tired of standing. It's like burning up. I'm watching any of that airflow. Oh, no, sweetie. We're not getting a lot of people on tonight. Dan, our own left. Arlie sticked out for a little while. We might be getting the other one here as soon as possible.
Within 10 seconds.
With what? 10 seconds? Oh, okay. All right, well, let's get him pulling up. Let's see here. We'll take our first break in the evening, and then we'll see what's going on. Let's do. We have Rebel Soul on there, don't we? Huh, I guess I gotta get caught back up. No. Either way, guys, dealer choice. We are going with things how we got the fourth coming up here real soon. Let's go ahead and do the Southern Outlaw Band. This is Red, White, and Blue. Guys, we'll be right back. Wrong one.
We don't have no plastic LA friends. Ain't on the edge of no popular trend. Ain't never seen the inside that magazine DQ. We don't care if you're a lawyer or Texas old man. Some waitress busting ass at some liquor stand. You got soul, we ain't out people just like you. My head's turning white, neck's always been red. Collar's still blue, always been here. Trying to sing the truth. Yeah, we've always been red, white, and blue. Fight our own fights, search, pay our own dues. Smoking Campbell's, drinking domestic. You wanna know where I've been? Look at my hand. Driving by the White House, spent some time in jail. Mama cried, still went and paid my bill. I ain't been no angel, but even God, he understands. My hair's turning white, neck's always been red. My collar's still blue, always been here. Trying to sing the truth. Yeah, you say we've always been red, white, and blue. Daddy worked hard, so have I. We paid our taxes, gave our lives. Served this great country, what they complained about. We loved our family, we loved our kids. You know it's love that makes a man so rich. And that's where it's at. And if they don't like it, they can just get the hell out. My head's turning white, neck's always been red. My collar's still blue, always been here. Trying to sing the truth. Yeah, to say we've always been red, white, and blue. All right, how about you?
I know what that's all about. We do love that song, obviously.
Turned it off earlier. I don't know how it got turned back on.
Rookie mistake. Sweet Lady Jesus is infallible. Oh. I don't know, guys. Let's get some banter going. Let's get some talk going. Or, what can I say? Might be just, I don't know. I mean, everybody needs a chill night, I guess. It's Monday. It's super hot out for everybody. I'd say most people are probably in already. Just chillaxing in the AC. And thanks to the hard work of the woman behind the camera there, she did find us an air conditioner. It's just gonna be a matter of that would be such a godsend in here right now. Guys. I don't know. I'm just relaxing, eating my supper.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, I think everybody has one of those days. Today was definitely mine. You know, I got up. I was still a little lethargic. Didn't really want to get up and move. You know, I just flopped down in the seat. Took my sweet time drinking my coffee all day long. Watched a little bit of TV with the kiddo, and you know, you could just tell. But now that the sun is going down, you know, it'll cool off a little bit, so we can actually move some of these to the window here soon. Start pulling in that outside cooler air and getting it to float around. I mean, yeah, basically the entire show has been nothing but me bitching about how hot it is. What? Flome?
Theo Ray and Bobby Ryder's daughter.
Ray, is she on here?
Yeah, no.
Hey, Fiona.
Hello, Fiona. Good to see you. Oh,
And she's 18, so she's an adult.
oh, good.
Yeah, she just graduated with our boys.
I don't know. It's just, I know this much. I mean, what do you guys do? People listening, so on and so on. When it's this nasty out, when you don't want to go outside, what do you want to do? I know you ended up working today, but let's just go with on the days you were off. I asked her.
Sleep.
Now, if I had a pool in my yard, I would be out in and open. I mean, literally all day.
You know, I've always wanted a pool, but I'm not a big above ground pool guy.
I think it costs like 20 to 25 G's put in the new ground.
Oh, they're. I know they're expensive, but at the end of the day, I'm that guy that, you know, if I get an in-ground pool, I want to do it. Have you seen the ones that start literally at ground level and then grade down in, almost like an actual, you know, it has three sides and the other side. I'd love to have something like that. Then again, I also have that pipe dream of, you know, I have a grotto. That'd be amazing. You know, the jacuzzi inside the little cave, the lights and everything. I don't know.
What's that one show we used to watch?
Oh,
Insane Pools or something
yeah,
like that?
insane pools. And get all kind of stuff.
But bear in mind, the more extravagant you get with them, the more upkeep there is.
Mm-hmm.
And who remembers those little, you know, little wading pools you used to get as a kid? You always had fun because you filled up as high as you could, and then just for the fun of it, because you wanted to see it happen, you would pull on the side, and all the water would start kind of pouring out and everything. And then your parents come out. Then they forget, and they leave it out there. and it starts turning green. Then you're gonna get in there, drain it, clean it, and refill it. And anytime you refill the pool, holy shit, it's just like a waterbed. I mean, the worst time to sleep in a waterbed is right after you fill it, unless you already add, which you're not supposed to, but if you add hot water to it already, that actually is supposed to do damage. So the first 2 or 3 days, you're laying there just freezing because it literally is sucking the heat out of you. I used to be that kid that, in the summertime, because we didn't have a pool and we were too lazy to get the slip and slide out or something like that, we always thought, you know what, let's just go back, we'll fill the tub with cold water, and guess what? We're soaking and swimming. Not realizing that, most pools are already like 70, 80 degrees.
Not the park.
Not the park. No, our park.
So cold.
And it gets worse every year. That's all anybody does is bitch complain about how cold the water is. And you actually have more fun over in the wading pool because it's so fucking shallow that, it's. But then again, you got the little kids that help warm the water. I've never seen you putting out more sex appeal than right now. The only difference is tonight I'm not wearing the shorts. I put the jeans on. Yes, due to me being literally on the couch for the past 2 years almost, all the weight that I lost, I put back on in double. So now, and that makes summertime that much more worse for me. But yeah, as a kid, I used to, every little trick, we put the cold water in the tub, then we're in and out, and it's like, oh shit, you start adding the hot water and trying to, you drain out a little bit. We always found some way. Yeah, because the urinate in the pools, that's exactly where I was going, brother. And you always knew it because you always swim through that warm spot, and it's just, God, he doesn't know that you got anything to do with it every Sunday. No, but
I was just doing what I was told to do.
well, I'll tell you flat out. The one thing we discovered was, and back then we didn't care about dirt. So we would, we washed out the inside of the garbage cans, and we would fill them with water. And then we'd get, we'd submerge ourselves in this garbage can, put the lid up. It was fun. There was always something, water gun battles. Like all this stuff, you don't see people doing it. My kids, we had a swing set in the backyard of our old house. And I thought about it one time, and our friend brought over her kids, and I rigged the hose up, and we had a water slide. We put the slip and slide at the bottom, ran water down the slide, and
Fun fact, your eyes don't sting because of chlorine, but because there's a bit of urine and fecal matter in there. Chlorine doesn't always get all of it. And it's not just from kids, but from adults.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been one of those guys, I feed the pool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. But I tell you what, like going in the rain, Sarah hates swimming in the rain. Absolutely hates it. Because anytime there's been something, whether it be boats, slippery boats going by, 1 year there literally was a full-size turtle floating in the water. They quit maintaining it, so
we used to do that literally like every day. In the summertime, we'd pack up just lunch stuff and go down every day. When it was hot like this.
North Shore or South Shore?
Either one.
North Shore was the best one because it had the ice cream stand, the little pool, the shower, the whole deal. South Shore was nothing but grass. It's super shallow right there. It's actually in a swampy area. You know, that's where it's so shallow that in the wintertime, that's where everybody goes and walks on the ice. You know, you're guaranteed right there. You're not going through that ice. I mean, you got a nice.
Fun fact: it's hot as fuck out.
Ah. So, Dan, up there in Canada, what is it you did for, what do you do to, do they even have warm weather up there? I'm sure they do. They have to, not maybe, I don't know. Up there in Saskatchewan, eh? Nice and cool here at negative.
Heck, I can go to sleep. So nice.
Comfortable.
You guys also got fans on you. I got the little guy, just like, I get just this little bit of every now
I
and then.
don't even feel that. I'm just.
She says that a lot, doesn't she, buddy?
No, not lately.
We talking baby's arm?
No.
No. Just shorter than a baby's arm. We get warm weather sometimes. Can reach 110 Fahrenheit. All joking aside, I'll tell you right now.
Term says, yeah, well, you suck.
I know when I was up in North Dakota, in the summertime, it was so ungodly hot up there. Which is a stark contrast to what you get in the wintertime. You gotta remember, there's no trees. It was flat as all get out. The closest thing we had to hills was like about 30, 40 miles away was part of the Badlands. But other than that, I mean, it just, like the sun's just now starting to dip. It is 20 after 9. What? Sometimes, what's it say?
Sometimes we sit in the basement with the fan on and drink a cold drink, or we go swimming.
Right. Remember why you stayed at the house, how cool it was? And for me, unless it's humid.
I can't tell how hot it is outside.
Oh. I don't know. Warm and dry is one thing. I can deal with that. Hot and muggy is a whole different monster.
Hey, Dan, on days that are hot, you know, that 110, like you said, do you still wear the red bow tie?
That poor guy, I'll tell you.
And I did ask you a question last night. I asked you, is it always the red bow tie, or do you have other colors or other bow ties? I have a bow tie fetish. Ask Steve. I do.
I'll go put mine on right now.
Do I have a bow tie fetish?
I'll tell you what, I'll rock the Chippendale all day long.
He says, yep, I sure do. And he does have other bow ties. Okay. You have a purple one?
But anyways, yeah, like I said,
You gotta send me a picture of you with a purple one on.
Apparently whenever I go live, I'm gonna have to ask the same questions. I'm wondering what does everybody do? You say you sleep. I couldn't sleep today. I was sweating my ass off. When they designed that little add-on that they call our bedroom, they did not do a good job at centering the air into there. So in the wintertime, it's pretty cold. Sarah has to bring a heater in. In the summertime, it's hot as all nuts.
Aw, he's got a black one, a polka dot one, a light up one, shiny red one, and used to have a purple one, but he lost it.
I got
Like I said, no, I definitely like these
I'd like to
evenings
see the polka dot one.
when it's nice and cold. Get the cooler out, sit on the porch, sit in the back, sit somewhere. I've been known to open up the garage in the summertime when I'm not doing all this stuff.
Got 2 fans in the bedroom plus central air in our room.
I got a fan. The air does blow in there, but the way they have it designed, like they've got a weird cut in it that angles down, so it's hitting the back of everything Sarah has stacked right below it.
Let's see a Bill full on Magic Mike style.
Thinking about it. Give you a little teaser, just coming off the side there. Little red. I can't do that on TikTok, can I, Dan?
No.
Oh my God! I tell you what, though. So the last few lives I actually, kind of partook in. One lady, it turns out I don't know how she or why she started following us, but I got on her live, and when I clicked on her link and was checking out her stuff, I'm thinking, she's kind of like a salesperson. She sells Scentsy, bathing suits. She does little, and then something kind of caught my attention. So as I'm listening, it took all 2 minutes to realize that she's on there promoting the swinging lifestyle. And I thought, wow.
Jerome does not like the whole idea of the Magic Mike style.
I'll tell you what, I'll do it on TikTok. That way we can bring the tips in. The more tips you drop, the more clothes I take off.
The more tips you drop, the more clothes he keeps on.
Or I can do, have you guys seen this trend now? Where women are getting on like Instagram and X, and I think I've seen a couple shorts on Facebook even, where it looks like they're wearing something, but it's just straight up body paint. They're literally fully nude, but they've painted on like bathing suits, shorts, and it's all, I guess it's not the nudity, it's the, as long as you don't see those specific colors. I don't know how that works. They're still nude, but they're painted.
I'm seeing.
Go figure. It would be the guys in the room that have seen it.
Well, all it takes is for you to like one thing, and it triggers that algorithm. Full body paint on, yeah, for the most part. The only thing is they're not fully painted. So, like, their tits are hanging out. They got not a stitch of clothing on, but it's,
Upside down pineapple life, baby.
Oh. Welcome back. You came in at the perfect time of the conversation. I said swinging lifestyle, and here comes Arliss. Good to see you, brother. No, but yeah, they're fully nude, but they've got. It looks like they're wearing shorts, but then when as they move and you see close enough, yeah.
Look at how big his eyes got when he said that.
I know. It's just it's fun. Everybody, and no pun intended, they're finding the back doors into things. They're finding ways around. It's just like on my other show. I can't sit there and say, all right, guys, send a gift, send a gift, send a gift, send a gift like they used to.
No, we're not doing body paint with Bill in a Speedo. No.
I'll do it.
No.
I bet you any money. I tell you what, I'll challenge all of you in the, all of you watching, the people in the room. When we go live on the next one, I could run inside real quick. I could paint. And I could be walking around. You guys wouldn't even, on camera, they'd never notice.
They wouldn't, but
They
I sure
would.
as heck would, and it ain't happening.
Why? Tell me why.
This is not a nudity colony. Nudisty.
Oh, look at you and your God complex all of a sudden. Oh.
See,
I don't know. What say you guys?
Arliss says we don't want to see Bill in a Speedo. Hell no. See?
Oh, man. You closet jockeys, I swear on my life.
Thanks for backing me on that one, Arliss. He said, fuck that, I'll protest. Thank you, Jerome.
Well, it takes nothing to butt hurt you guys. Where's your... I tell you what, though. If it was a group of girls sitting here saying, oh, yeah, we'll come out in body paint.
Hell yeah.
There's a little bias in there.
Hell yeah.
What is it? There isn't enough alcohol in the world. Oh, sure there is. You can't even say that. You and I know as well as anybody else. This is coming from a man that, he wore a dress on stage. Arliss. Tell us about some of those clubs you
Dan
played.
says, I'd rather eat a pie that's watered down and without the filling. Thank you, everybody, for having my back on this.
Thank you, everybody, for fueling my want to really do it now just to piss you all off. Body shaming me.
No.
100. Maybe I'm comfortable in my skin. Boy, but I tell you what, if I got on there and they started just dropping the tips like crazy, here comes the money, and before you know it, I break in $200-300 in one night. Would you bitch about it then? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You lie. I call you out, liar. Oh wait, what do we got? I played in a strip club. It was a hard show. I'm sure it was. Probably had a short ending too, didn't it?
Kitty Cat doesn't want your mobs outshining her fun bags.
My moves.
Yeah, moves. Okay. Whatever. No.
Guys, money talk.
And
Let's be real about this. Money talks, bullshit walks. Okay, you can sit there and bitch and gripe and moan, but every one of you guys in the chat, in this room, drop enough money, it would make no difference. You walked out of here with a nice little clean. It's all about the Benjamins at the end of the day. You can sit there and try and take the high road, but you know I'm not wrong, or you know I'm not wrong. 100.
I was walking here,
I
and this truck pulls up beside me and literally had the gonads to say, how much? Looked right at him and said, you ain't got enough money.
And I looked right at her and said, I'll take that challenge. She says I had the gonads to do it. Does it really surprise any of you
I never said
that
it
I
was
did
you.
that?
I never said it was you. I just said a truck pulled up beside me.
They knew immediately. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Hey, like I told,
Oh, see, now you put it in that size. I can see it.
yeah, now he's showing the size of my moves.
Sorry.
So at the end of the day, I can honestly say this one now. Couldn't say it last night.
Oh,
girl.
now I get it. Moves outshining her fun best. Hey,
Moves is just man, boobs put together.
I got it. But
I'm connecting the dots for you
I
because
can't
obviously
see all.
they said each strand of silver is always supposed to be
If you
a little bit of
remember,
wisdom.
it was. Let me see here. That one. Yeah, it was all four of them that are on here, and you that kept me out way past my bedtime last night, and I worked all day.
Prison yard. Now
Yeah.
we're talking our Family Guy episode. Oh, yeah, before I get into that, I gotta get another Sprite down. Yes, Arliss, for once, I've had one beer and 2 of my half shots. Ugh. I'm still waiting for it to finally cool off in here. Yes, say it.
We're in an hour. Are we doing another break, or are we ending this to go to the next? Everybody want to follow us to our next stop in the evening?
We'll do the raise of hands. We'll see what everybody wants to do on this one. I mean, now that we got a hell of a conversation going, at the same time, we can still continue this conversation. Just the
Oh no, Dan wouldn't be able to.
the PG version of this.
Yeah. Arliss says sure.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's I can say it on here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, fuck it. Jump to the next
I was
one.
waiting to see if anybody else was going to respond.
I'm pretty sure Mike. I know Mike absolutely loved last night. So let's see if we can make lightning strike twice.
Glad we were able to impress him with TikTok.
All right, let's see.
Yes, I am. I am a true warrior. You remember that, Michael.
But it's like the old saying, "Go, guys." I mean, when time flies when you're having fun, and if you were to see the way she was moving around, trying to keep up with everything, I mean, I was even telling her last night, it got to a point it was getting hard for either one of us to talk because we were talking over each other. Because there's her trying to, acknowledge, hey, how you doing? Hey, guys, we see you, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm up here trying to do my spiel, and it was absolute chaos. But it was fun chaos. So at the end of the day, guys, I mean, I'm all about fun. So, I mean, if you want to split it, we can split it. We'll do an equal amount and see what we do.
All right. Well.
Yeah, but everybody wants to switch over already.
Yeah. So,
well, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on then tonight. Sorry I didn't get to the drinks a little bit better than what I did, but we'll definitely make up for it on the next one. For everybody else that's watching, I never did pull up my other Facebook, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure a bunch of people skyrocketed on there, but at the end of the day, thanks again. Dude, anytime, brother. I mean, I know you don't, you're more of a live comedian. That's fine. You can still get on there. You're still quick-witted. Just get on there and have a conversation. Me and Dan were just on one earlier. She tours the country. And if you haven't checked her out, check out Lucy Darling. And she wasn't in makeup or in get-up or anything like that. She was signing pictures for everybody and, just answering questions. So, I mean, that's how you meet people. And that's how you get your fan base out there. I was skeptical about it at first, too. And then, little Nate dog's in the house. I don't know, kid.
yo, Nate.
It's a good thing you got parental supervision, kid. I was skeptical about it. But at the end of the day, Steve, turn your phone down.
It's not mine.
I know. Yeah, you don't have to do a stand-up act. We all just get on there and bullshit, and I just, as you seen last night, I'll get up here, I'll mix some drinks, and just bullshit with everybody myself. So,
Okay, so your cousin Nancy said hello. She asked if this was your bar. Jerome tried to give you a drink. He said that Aussie chick was out of pocket.
yes.
And Nancy said, your reception isn't good tonight. Oops, now it is. That's the
So
only
it's on your
comment.
end, cousin. That's it.
Yeah. So that's the only comments. I got you all caught up. There you go.
Perfect. I'd love to see my aunt get on TikTok. I think that'd be hilarious.
Cousin.
I did it again, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
She's not her cousin, so it's my own family. I love them. So, guys, thanks everybody for coming on. Another Shots Monday Night Bartender. It was a little different than what we normally
He's
do.
drinking a Sprite right now, Nate.
Yeah, I'm hydrating actually. Thanks guys for coming on for our Monday Night Bartender. I know it wasn't exactly how we normally run it, but I tell you what, at least the conversation was definitely on point. Check us out Wednesday night for our Wednesday night open bar. Hit us up again Thursday night for our thoughts and shots. And then Sunday night is our Sunday night weekend hangover, and we can start the week over. And then next week, guys, put it on your calendar. Yeah. Trina's Trivia. Round 4. So put it in your calendar. Mike, make sure you put it in your calendar.
On Tuesday, I'm not gonna have too many contestants.
You just might, because Mike wants to join in. We'll probably, if we get him enough notice ahead of time, you got Dan, you got Arliss, Jerome will probably join us, and hell, we already had Liz on here. Maybe Nate Dogg will come in the house, you know? We'll do everything live from right here, and
Michael says that Australian lady last night was possessed by a number of demons, I believe.
I've noticed that, you know, it's usually the Australians that come in. They're a little more. They're off the chain. They're fun. They really are. And if I'm not mistaken, did anybody else hear? We actually got a good day out of her. I'm pretty sure when she finally did start talking, we got good day.
No, that was the bird.
We all want an Australian parakeet that would say good day.
Arliss says she drinks a lot.
Oh, so you know
It
her.
was kind of obvious.
Was that Ivy? Arliss, Dan? I have to know. Was that Ivy just on a different? Where's Mike? Mike's in here. You talking about Copenhagen? He's up there in the chats.
No, it wasn't.
No, it
Dan
wasn't?
says.
Because I know the one time she did something from her house. Where's Connor? Connor is fishing tonight. That if he's not at home, he's at one of the many lakes or ponds around.
Michael says, I definitely want to sample her trivia style.
It's everything you would expect from another shot. Trust me. But on that note, guys, let's go ahead and switch over and we'll continue the conversation. Nate, I don't know if you're on TikTok, buddy, but if you try and get on, you're going to have to watch with somebody else.
Connor, I think, just got home.
Huh?
I think Connor just got home.
Oh, okay.
I heard a noise out there.
But I'm going to keep it simple with this final shot, guys. It's hot as balls out
I
there.
do not see him at all in this chat.
Excuse me. What?
I do not see him at all in this chat. You don't see who in this chat?
Oh, okay. So the people from Facebook cannot see the people from YouTube.
It's right there on the screen. But then again, Jerome probably can't see that little in the corner.
Jerome's been doing anything, so he might not.
Well, I'm gonna Nate. I'm gonna pre-warn you. We had a little incident last night where our show is set up for 18 and older. So unfortunately, if you do try and come on, you'll get flagged pretty quick, and it won't be by us. TikTok itself will boot you out. So you're gonna have to talk to the higher ups on that one. That's outside of my wheelhouse, kid. Sorry. But at the end of the day, guys, it is hot as balls out there. My final shot is try and keep cool, keep hydrated, guys, but keep the party going in some way, shape, or form. But on that note, just remember everything we say on this show is just our opinion. Can't give us 1-900 on it. Oh, I love it. Guys, if you're on TikTok, we'll see you here shortly. Other than that, you all have a good night.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs. But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.